Hello and welcome to wenll's Guide to DPSing Jin'rokh as a hunter in Throne of Thunder's 10-man normal. So the first main thing that happens in this fight is he'll throw one of the tanks to one of the four corners that doesn't currently have a black puddle in it. And when he does that, you just gotta figure out where the tank's been thrown and get over there as quickly as possible, because he leaves a black puddle on the ground that grows until pretty much it reaches him, and you get a very large DPS increase while you're inside it. And while it's growing, you can see he's doing a thundering throw now. But while it's growing, you want to kind of like try to remain towards its edge, its outer edge, while remaining inside it. That way you can quickly get out if you need to. So pretty much, yeah, that's the mechanic for that. And then occasionally he'll do a lightning storm, and when he does a lightning storm, you need to actually get out of the black puddle, because he'll electrify it and it'll do lots of damage to you if you're inside it. Well, once he does that, and at that point you just stack on top of the boss too, and then wait for him to throw the tank again, and then you get into the new puddle. The other thing is the black puddle. You can see these little lightning things along the ground, outer side of the ground. Basically what that does is, you don't want to stand in it, but I mean it's not very hard to not stand in it. So the black puddle, as it expands, it'll actually do damage to, or it'll dissipate those. So if it expands into one of those lightning things, it'll actually dissipate it. So focus lightning, you can see I just got it on me. Basically what you want to do for focus lightning is you want to kite around. You don't want to kite it into a black puddle, you want it to kite it away from a black puddle. You also want to kite it away from everyone else, because it'll do damage to anyone within 8 yards when it hits. And basically when it hits you, I actually just found this out, but when it hits you, you want to try to deterrence it. That way you can mitigate that damage once it does hit you. But you just want it to hit you outside the black puddle and outside of everyone else. So once it does get to the point where it's about to hit you, just make sure you deterrence that as well. And that's pretty much the entire counter right there. You just, whenever the lightning orbs come out, kite them away from everyone else and kite them outside the black puddle. When he does lightning storm, make sure you get out of the black puddle, stack behind the boss. And otherwise, whenever there's a black puddle up that is not electrified, just stand in it for a DPS increase. Also be aware that his visual does not necessarily match up with his hitbox, so even if it looks like you're standing behind him, you might not be. So just be aware of that. So we got third puddle, and this pretty much acts as a soften rage timer too. So once you've got 4 black puddles that have been done, if he gets to the point where he's going to electrify the 4th black puddle, then you pretty much don't have anywhere left to move, so you're dead at that point. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's fairly easy. You're just cutting the orbs away from black puddles and away from everyone else, and then standing in the black puddles that are not electrified. So, not too bad. So, thanks for watching, and hope you found this guide helpful.